Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how you can host a webinar using your Zoom account. So the first thing you're going to want to do is head over to zoom.us on your chosen web browser and sign into your account, like so. So I'm just going to sign into my personal account for now. Once you're signed in, you should be greeted with a page like this with these tabs on the left hand side. So you're going to want to navigate over to webinars and click on this. Now, if you're greeted with a page like this, that means you do not have access to host a webinar. So as it says here, you're going to have to get in touch with the IT admin of your Zoom account and ask them to grant this for you. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to log into my admin account and show you how you can do that. So I'm now logged into the admin account. As you can see, the admin account will have their personal settings, but also their admin settings on the left hand side. So as an admin, if you want to head over to user management, click on users and scroll down to the user you wish to grant access. So in this case, it's going to be my personal account, which is here. So that's my email address, my name, my role and my license type. But we're going to click on edit in this far right corner. And this is what you will be greeted with. So at the minute you can see I'm just licensed. I do not have the license to host a large meeting or a webinar. To change this, all I'm going to do is simply click webinar and press save. Now if you scroll down and look at my account now, you can see that I'm licensed and that I also have a webinar license. So now that I'm done with that, that is everything you need from your admin. So we can sign back out of our admin account and sign right back in to our personal account, like so. So now that we're logged back into my personal account, we're going to head on back over to webinars. And this is what you will be greeted with if you already have access to schedule a webinar and host a webinar. If you have any upcoming, they will appear here. If you have any previous, they will appear here. And you can also save webinar templates. But for the purpose of scheduling a video, we're just going to click here and on the right, press schedule a webinar. This is what you will then be greeted with. So you can name your webinar and that's what everyone will see when they're booking onto it. You can even add a description, give them a little bit more detail about what you're going to be talking about during the webinar. Then you can select a date and time and a duration for that webinar. It's also useful to select the time zone just in case you're hosting it and people from different time zones will be attending. You can even select to make this a recurring webinar, which means that you can host the same webinar at the same date every month. You can also require registration, which means a user will have to input their personal details before they will be able to attend. Adding a passcode is also useful if you want to make it that little bit more secure. But now if we scroll right down, we can see webinar options. Now Q&A makes it possible for your participants to ask you questions. Enabling a practice session makes it possible for you to practice with your microphone and your camera just to make sure everything's working okay before you host the real thing. You can also enable HD video screen share, so that quality is just that little bit better when you're hosting the webinar and sharing content. And you can also automatically record the webinar in the cloud. So once the webinar is finished, the webinar will then be saved into the cloud of your personal account. And then it's as simple as pressing schedule. Then you've scheduled a webinar and it will give you a link that you can share out to all of the attendees or put on your website, wherever you wish. I hope this video was useful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Thank you.